What's up everybody, I'm Blevin Robinson with West Coast Cajun Cuisine, and today's video, Spatchcock Chicken. Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. If this is your first time here and you're interested in learning how to cook authentic Cajun cuisine and comfort food, then you've come to the right place. Click that subscription button and that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Now today's video is Spatchcock Chicken, and basically what that means is you cut the backbone out of a chicken so it lays flat, a little bit easier to cook that way, cooks a little bit quicker, just another way to prep chicken. And then I'm going to show you how to make a homemade Creole butter injection. And that's what we're going to season the inside of this chicken with. Then we're going to sprinkle a little dry rub over the top. And then from there, you can do whatever you want. You can put it in a smoker. You can put it on a grill. You can bake it. Turns out excellent when you bake it. You can put this on a black cast iron skillet and fry it if you like. There's so many different things that you can do when you prep a chicken this way. So I'm gonna go ahead and smoke mine today. And I know I did a smoked chicken a few weeks back, but this video is basically concentrating on the technique and the Creole butter injection. Now make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. I have an idea I want to run past you guys. I need you to get back to me in the comments below so that we can figure out where to go from there. So let's go ahead and get that recipe and then I'll meet you in the kitchen. Alright, we're going to need a half cup of chopped red onion, half cup of chopped bell pepper, half cup of chopped celery, 12-ounce bottle of beer of your choice, 1 stick of unsalted butter, 1 teaspoon of dried thyme, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, 3 cloves of garlic, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of Cajun Seasoning, and 1 whole chicken. Alright, we're going to start off by making our Creole butter injection. Now I have about a teaspoon of butter melting, and I'm going to add my vegetables and get those mixed around, maybe about a minute or so, and then add my seasoning. And once I get my seasoning in there, I'm going to give another mix, cook it down for maybe 3 minutes or so, and then add my garlic. Now once I get my garlic in there, we're gonna go ahead and mix it, cook it down for another 3 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna start adding all the liquid to this. So I'm gonna add the soy sauce, and then from here I will add the hot sauce, and then after the hot sauce we will add the beer. Now once the beer is in there, we're gonna go ahead and give it another mix, bring this up to a simmer, and then we will throw in our dried herbs. Now we'll get those well incorporated and then bring this up to a simmer again, and we're going to let it actually simmer for probably about 8 to 10 minutes. Now once that is done simmering, we will turn off the fire, and I will start adding the butter, just a few cubes at a time, and then get this all nice and melted. And when that butter melts, I will add some more, and then we will keep this process up until we have added an entire stick of butter to this mixture. And then once I do that, I'm actually going to strain this through a fine mesh strainer into a measuring cup and set that aside and let it cool down to room temperature. Alright, now I'm going to prep the chicken. And I've had this chicken sitting in the refrigerator in a brine overnight. And I will leave the recipe for the brine in the description below. Really simple brine. But now I'm going to take some kitchen shears and spatchcock the chicken, which basically means I'm going to cut the backbone out of this thing. And make sure you have some pretty decent kitchen shears. As you can see, I'm struggling just a little bit. My kitchen shears suck, basically. But they get the job done. So once we get this cut down the side of that backbone, we're going to turn it around and go right back up the other side. And then once we get the backbone removed, we'll set that aside. You can use this for a chicken stock. I'm going to flip the bird back over now. And basically what I want to do is, there's this little breastbone right here at the top. You can see I'm pushing down on it. We're going to crack that breastbone so that this chicken lays flat. And once I get that flat, there's some little skin there and stuff that I might trim off. And then we're going to get ready to inject this chicken. So now that my injection has cooled off to room temperature, I got my syringe out, filled it up, and we're going to start off with the breasts. and inject those and just kind of go in all different directions. And I've also injected some of this butter just right under the skin. As you will see here in a second, it's just all leaking everywhere, but that's okay. We're getting that flavor in there. I'm going to do both thighs, and then I'm also going to inject the legs, and we're even going to inject the wings, every part of this chicken. The flavor of this butter is so good that you want to get every part of this chicken infused with it. So once I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and put a little dry rub on there, and you can use whatever dry rub you want. I'll go ahead and leave the recipe for mine down in the description below, but once I do that, I'm going to move it to the smoker, and I smoked it on about 275 until I got an internal temperature of 165 in the breast and about 175 or so in the thighs. And this is what it looks like. And ladies and gentlemen, this is pull apart tender. This came out so good. You could actually throw this in your oven in a broiler for just about 3 or 4 minutes if you wanted to get that skin a little bit more crispy. I didn't feel I needed to. It came out really well. And so I'm going to go ahead and slice off some of this breast, and you can see it cooked all the way through, nice and juicy. And I can't wait. I got to try this. So I'm going to pull me a little piece off here and sop up some of that juice. And let me tell you, this turned out so good. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to try this recipe. Well, that's my take on spatchcock chicken with a Creole butter injection, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. Now I came up with an idea of possibly doing a YouTube live cook-along. If you guys are interested in something like that, leave a comment down below, let me know. It's basically where I will announce on my Facebook page what we're going to cook and the recipe for it, so that you guys can get all your ingredients and stuff together. Announce the time and the date of when we'll do the live stream, and then you guys can get together with me, get all our stuff together and cook a dish all at the same time. And then that way, if you have any questions, if there's anything I might have skipped over, then you can just ask me right there on the live stream, and I'll try to keep up with the chat as much as possible. I might pull in some help, not sure yet, but let me know if that sounds interesting to you. Let me know in the comments, and maybe if you have ideas of what you would like to do, like to cook during that live stream, leave those down there as well. And if this turns out to be something that you guys are interested in, as people start showing up, maybe we'll make a series out of this and start doing it more often. But it's just something I want to try, but I need your feedback on it. So let me know in the comments below. I'd really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.